My sweet, sweet cherry pie baby dolls, the world's biggest airdrop campaign is about to begin. The Pulse Chain bridge is going to open in the next 24 to 48 hours. And a lot of you have forgotten just how exciting it's going to be. So I'm going to remind you what's going to happen. I have a post here, as I always do, to show you. We're going to go through this together. When the Pulse Chain bridge opens, people will be bridging over their Ethereum native coins. Not just their ETH. There will be ETH. Of course, they'll bridge that over. But not just that. Every single coin. Every coin. SHIB. Mana. All these Decentraland, all this garbage. Every coin. Axis. I don't even care what it is. Even if you tell me they don't have any use case on the coin, on the chain, it doesn't matter. People are going to bridge them. Why? Because they will get that sweet, sweet yield for liquidity providing. So I have a Pepe example. So this is the actual Pepe. Someone launched another coin called Pulse Pepe. It is the wrong Pepe. That Pulse Pepe is not a disciple of the Fluffy Slippers, but it did like a 25x. So I'm going to show you. You're going to laugh. What you want to do is you will go to dexscreener.com, and in the bottom left, scroll all the way down, you'll see Pulse Chain. Or you can just go to dexscreener.com/Pulse Chain. Bookmark this. You're going to be coming to this a lot. And you want to scroll down, you want to find Pulse Pepe. So there are a lot. You can go to any of these and you have a look at this. And yes, the acts of degeneracy have happened again. Nice log chart, right? Let's put it on linear. So you just want to see, so you can't really see anything with linear, but the people who got in early, they're the ones who win. So always put log. The log chart reveals the early scammers, what they're doing. They all got in here. So even if you bought here to the very, very top, they made, wait a minute. Am I saying this right? Oh my God, 246x? What the hell? Okay, but remember, there was no liquidity. It's very, very like thin. Not much. I wonder how much you could have put. But man, that is some... Damn, man, that's hard to put out. That's really hard to ignore. This is Pulse Pepe. So remember, all these opportunities coming. Meme coins aren't going to be just the real use case. I've got to remind you, it's the bridging. Providing liquidity for the E coin and the P coin. You've already been given the P coin. You can come back. You can see on the screener. There's all these pairs. None of them have the incentive token yet. Only PLSX to Pulse. But they're going to be voted on. So I'm going to be a Microsoft Bing Maxi, and I'm going to show you right here. You can actually see, if you go to the PLSX website, you can click on farms. There's only one farm here. PLSX to Pulse. This hands out INC. INC is the incentive token. We don't know what it's going to be backed by. There's no official information. Richard Hart's like, hey, don't have any expectations. And I kind of like that. I don't want people to game anything. So maybe incentive token's going to be pumped. Maybe it's going to have some value somewhere. It's going to be tied to everything. That incentive token is your yield. So you are only dumping that token, and it's going into the stronger and stronger hands over time. So it's not going to be infinite dump forever. There might be some Easter eggs and tricks later on down the track. So don't forget, this is going to be huge. So a lot of people have already said, oh, this is the dumbest idea ever. Well, when I heard this, I thought it was the dumbest idea ever too. And then I realized, oh, I'm not the billionaire. I'm not the person who made a crypto altcoin called Hex and have 200,000 members. I looked in the mirror and I said, oh, wait a minute. I didn't do any of that. I didn't mine Bitcoin at 50 cents. I didn't think that the world really wanted yield. I didn't think any of these things. And I remembered, oh, I'm going to go back, sit in this squeaky chair, and then sacrifice for Pulse and PulseX, which is exactly what I did. You got to learn in life. Sometimes you just don't get everything that's going on, but sometimes you just got to just smell the trend. Ricardo himself said, hey, this is a pretty good idea. I was like you. I thought, nah, I don't think it's going to happen. Let me tell you something, friends. I'm going to tell you something. 99% of the coins are going to be listed on this page. 99%. Just like on mainnet Ethereum, they have no use case. I can even go show you, all right? They have literally no use case. Bitcoin, no use case. Ethereum, oh, you pay for gas. Yeah, you pay for gas. Because you basically have to bribe them, okay? Because the block spaces are full. What, are you really going to hold all your ETH if you only need like a cent to transact. Think about that. XRP, no use case. Cardano, no use case. Dogecoin, no use case. Solana, no use. Most of these have no use case. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, wait, you need it to transact on that network. Yeah. This is the sad reality. You know, you can go look at gold. The actual industrial use of these commodities is like anywhere from like 5 to 12% of the actual value. That might shock you. Everything else is just people hoarding it because they think it's going to be scarce, aka store of value. It's true. It's true. Uni, definitely don't need it. Link, token not needed. It will be needed in the future, of course. This is all tongue in cheek. But look, here's the thing, right? By the time these tokens are needed, you're going to see diminished returns. So if you are constantly looking for coins with the utility, you are constantly buying the end of the S-curve. That's my point. It's not that these coins will never be needed and they'll never get anywhere. It's precisely what I just said. If you are constantly looking for all this affirmation, then you're going to be buying at the very end. Just like if you wait for Bitcoin to be adopted by 10 countries, you might say, oh, Bitcoin's use case is it's needed by 10 countries who work and save in it. Yeah, when was the best time to buy Bitcoin? When Ricardo Corazon himself mined it for 50 cents. It was costing 50 cents or whatever, 50 cents a block. I'm telling you now, they did not even have a logo. That's how early he was. He made a tweet about it recently. Bitcoin did not have a logo. There was none of this. It was literally just text. There was no Bitcoin. You didn't even know what it was. That's how early you have to be. All right. So now I want to ask you again, when you're looking at Pulse and PulseX, the fact that people are telling me this is the dumbest idea they've ever heard, this is precisely why you want to be bullish. Because nobody has told you with emphatic euphoria that this is the greatest idea ever, except me. 9,999 people are saying none of this is going to work ever. This is stupid. This is meaningless. I'll say, good. Thank you. Go over there, sit in your chair that's got WD-40, because there are no squeaks in it, and your elbows, they look pretty rounded to me. We have pointy elbows here. I want you to think about all these coins coming in. Now, why I have pPeppy here? pPeppy is, remember, it's the actual Peppy, but everybody was given pPeppy for free. So everybody who owns Peppy now has their pPeppy over there. This is where the magic comes in. Because, remember, if we go back to the farms, there are no farms up yet. But most likely, everybody with PulseX, we are going to vote. Everybody will have a say and determine which coins do we want to allow to get some incentive token and get more yield. Who do we want to push out there? So you can have different ideas about it, but you got to think about all these communities. This is the game theory. Now, this is where you actually, please grab both ears and just lift them up to the ceiling to signify that they are now perked and that you are listening, all right? All these coins, all these ERC20s, all these communities, you're looking at them. You're looking at them right now. They want a piece of the pie. Why? They're all freaking wrecked. We know them. They're us. They're us. We are the outsiders, okay? We're all minus 90% down. They want to make money. They want a use case and they want yield. Let me repeat that again, baby dolls. I'm actually going to have to write it out here in this cute little corner. Okay. So we're actually going to see, I'm going to put it in this nice new trading view chat. No, it's right here. Here we go. Please. This is so important. I'm going to tell you right now. So number one, all right. The poop coin owners, me and you, right, want utility for our coin. We want to earn yield. Okay, this is super important. This is like very important. You want utility and you want to earn yield. This is exactly what you want. So now with this yield farm that's going to start once the bridge is open and everybody comes to compete, guess what happens? I know, by the way, this might shock you. What I'm about to say is this yield farm program is going to give most of these coins an actual use case. Isn't that funny? It's funny. You think, what the hell? How is that possible? Yes, I promise you this. No more than 2% of any of the holders of any of these coins actually give a damn about their pretend use case. They are just there for the price go up. They want the number to go up. I am going to draw a green arrow to the moon to signify they want the number to go up. When you introduce these yield farms and you're going to see people, you're going to have SHIB in here. You're probably going to have Chainlink. And people, for example, I have Chainlink. You can now bridge your Chainlink over and now link it with P-Link and just start getting the incentive token. Now, Chainlink has some native staking that they've done, but think about all the other coins that don't. SHIB doesn't. All these coins, I mean, I can go through here and I could just tell you right now, none of these coins have any real proper staking. Some of them have these pretend garbage staking. You got to do these lockups. Doesn't matter at all. I want you to think about it. Do you actually care, baby doll, baby cake, sugar pie? Do you actually care about voting on governance when you know you can't affect anything? I want to ask you that. Pepe is a useless meme coin. It went up. It doesn't even need this. But think about that. You want the number to go up. You can make money and then you can dump this incentive token and collect more of what you want. This is going to incentivize everybody to keep coming in. So that is the magic here. The magic is everyone's going to come in. You got to think about it. This idea sounds so simple, yet a bit so silly, yet a bit so prophetic and a bit eureka, right? When you think about it, because you're like, wow, how could something like this make sense? Well, it makes sense because, you know, right? The average person here is not here for the tech. They're here for the number go up. But that's tongue-in-cheek as well. You know from my teachings, Metcalfe's Law, number go up also means the number of people in the network going up. So it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. So it's not just that people are price maxis. We want to be in something where thousands and thousands of people join after us because they mean the same thing. Remember from my teachings, it's like if you want to own a great business, do you just want to make money or do you want to make a great product? Because, you know, the stock market people, the valuations type of guys in stock markets, they would say that's the same thing. They say, hey, if you make a great product, people will come and pay you a lot of money for it and you'll be profitable. That's capitalism. Well, it's the same thing here. This is how capitalism works in crypto. If you make a great coin in a community, people will come and the number will go up. That's it. People will put money in the liquidity pool. That's the behavior we've been seeing. So when people start bringing in and start participating, you're going to see a whirlwind of positive vibes coming into the ecosystem. So what do we do here? I don't think there's any coins that you want to particularly gamble on. Just let everyone come in and they're going to see. They're going to see. Look, I'm telling you right now, there are all these coins out there. None of these do anything. They are absolute trash. I've had 90% of them. Flow, garbage. I mean, there's just so many. I can just tell you about so many of these, but I just don't want to waste my time on junk. Maker, useless governance token. Absolutely trash. The founder wanted to go fight climate change by dumping on our tokens. Just garbage everywhere. Optimism, fake decentralization everywhere. Just these things. I'm not even making them up. I'm not even making this up. This is true. Your mind will blow when you start to see everybody. They already own their coin on Ethereum, and now you give them an opportunity to go, hey, you know that coin that's not really doing much for you? Well, if you come and bridge it over, you can actually make money. You just got to farm it in the liquidity pool. And people are going to say, oh, but I don't want to buy that other coin. But that's the genius of it. You've been given the other coin already. You don't actually need to do anything. It's beautiful. So you already know, and I already know, how many people are actually diamond hands. Because now that this is available, remember, my portfolio has already been trimmed. I've been telling you to do a lot of trimming for a long time. If I had a lot of junk, I promise you know what I'd be doing right now? I would go to all of those coins. I'd be rotating them out to the biggest farms here, and I'll go, that's it. I'm just dumping it in and farming. See you later. I'm done with them. Wouldn't you? Because they're not doing anything. They don't satisfy your need for having utility. And what was my other point? They don't satisfy your need for having utility, and their number doesn't go up. So that's what yield is. The number is not going up. Your number of quantity is not going up. We want to stake. People want the price, they want their own. They want the USD value to go up, and they want the quantity to go up. We just want more. We love numbers going up. If you're not satisfying this, you got no use case. It's funny. This is almost a bastardization of this. But yes, this is the actual number go up. This is why this thing is actually huge. Because there's a demand for this. Go speak to so many people that will tell you this is not going to work. They will say there is no demand for this. But I promise you there is. There absolutely is. And you can just wait and see. So what do you do right now? You can see all these little coins doing their magic, this and that. I just want to stress to you, the real money is not going to be in playing around with these and buying what's the new meme coin, etc. These are all final gasps of that meme coin cycle, okay? The money is going to be made in, you name it. It's going to be in what we already own, all right? It's going to be, you got your Pulse chain. Pulse Chain, PLS, PulseX, PLSX, your Hex on Ethereum, your Hex on Pulse Chain. You get those 4 juicy apples, the rest will all fall into place. I'm going to have an Hedron and Icosa video coming soon. All these other things are falling into place. But the number one thing we're waiting for is we just need more people to come in. They've already got these. That's the best part. That's the best part, friends, that you don't even know. You know there's 100,000 people who got into Pepe? They have this coin already. They all own it. They're just waiting for the bridge to open. That's the best part. 100,000 people. Just imagine 10% of them want to come in. 5%. That's an extra 5 to 10,000 people that never would have bridged in. Imagine the power of the network effect growing for that, and then multiply this by every single other freaking coin in the top 100. This is the beauty of it. I love the fact that we are in already. You don't have to stress if you're not. You can keep DCAing. But I just want you to know, don't come crying in a few years like, oh, no one told me this is such a good idea. Well, now you know. Now you know. Like, subscribe, bell button, all friends. You're going to tell mum and dad that you love them. And happy Mother's Day to Mama.